Alright, y'all check it out. Got a couple of new pieces of gear here. Been wanting both of these for quite a while. Finally took the plunge. Got a decent price on both of them. I've been spending some of my money from the profits from the lantern vices, and been wanting these for a while, but these are usually really highly priced. But we set up for an alert on eBay when somebody put them on eBay, and one popped up one night while I was working. Had a, I'm not going to say a great price, but a lot better price than what the normal prices were on eBay. So I jumped on it, and I got this. And actually, I got this, ordered this one a few nights before that, and I got a decent deal on it too. So let's check them out. Okay, this is the Coleman Peak 1 Expert, but it's basically the same stove as the Exponent. I don't know why it might be the Exponent, just in the wrong bag maybe, I don't know. But that's just what it was advertised as. I don't see no markings on the stove anywhere. So I think this is the Exponent. But I'm no expert on these. I'm new to these. This is the canister I picked up with a 2-burner stove, full-size stove with 3 canisters, and this was the empty canister. I was able to refill it about halfway, which I used almost all of it, and refilled it again about halfway to use for this. And these stoves are refillable from these canisters, but I was able to use an adapter and fill it up from a regular butane canister. So I've already filled it up. So now let's get a mantle on here, see if we can fire this thing up. Okay, this came with the box and the manual. I'm not really a big box kind of guy, but it's nice to have it stored in. And plus, I'm going to have Melissa make me a bag, a stuff sack to put that in. Because Melissa is really good at making sacks, whatever size I need them. Stuff sacks, whatever you want to call them. But hey, this is one cool little lantern. I did read the instructions already. It says when you light this, you can run it with both shields down. It's a reflecting shield, or you can run it with one up, and that will reflect the light back to you, or light all the way around. And same thing, you can raise that side, and it's got a little window there, I guess for like a little spotlight maybe. We'll see what kind of light that puts out. But it says do not run it with both shields up, so we'll not do that. But for now, let's see if we can get a mantle on here. Raise the bill up, pull out on it on both sides, and the bill removes. Just slide the top off. Your globe can lift out. And check out that little mantle. Is that too cool or what? Well, let's see if we can figure out how to pull that thing off there. It just snaps on. Put that heat shield over there before I bend it. I don't know how to get it back off. Pin there, maybe that'll slide out. Hang on. See if we can get the pick under that. I think that's going to be the trick right there. Get the pick under it now. Yeah, I got to move a little bit. There we go. So it's designed to snap on, but it's not going to come back off very easy. I guess that's why this stem removes. There we go. So that's snapped right in place. Guess that just sits right down in there. Glue back on. Let's see if we can get the top back on. Gotta mash in on them just a little bit. There we go. There's the bell. It'll be used as a carry handle. Okay, I hope YouTube don't get me for infringement. Getting ready to have a ball game over there at school and they're playing music. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I don't have any matches. All I got the lighters, and those are not going to fit in that little hole. So what I've done is I made me a little match type thing. Some fiberglass stove rope. Nothing pretty, nothing fancy. I just put a piece of fiberglass stove rope on into there, twisted the wire around it. I'll dip that in alcohol, and I can slide in there to light my lantern. Check it out. And is that cool or what? All right. Let's see if our stove will light. While I was waiting for it to get dark, I went in and hit Melissa up for a stuff sack. She's going to make me a stuff sack. And I had some of this corrugated plastic. It's kind of like a plastic cardboard. I cut it the height of the lantern. I took my square and utility knife and I just scored it about every 1/4 inch where I could bend it round. Taped it up. I made a nice little plastic sleeve. And that'll protect the lantern. And I'll just drop the whole thing down in a stuff sack, and that'll help protect it if I knock into it with something or drop it. I mean, every little bit counts, I guess. So, I mean, I think that'd be a good protection once it's inside that stuff sack. Okay. Was going to do this outside, but as soon as it got dark, that wind picked up and the rain rolled in. Hey, this is Kentucky. You should have expected it. If you don't like the weather, stick around a few minutes because it's going to change. But I'm about set up here. Alyssa made him a little bag. Check that out. Perfect. Draw a string on it. Okay, I made me a little lighter. It's a brass tube. I pushed a fiberglass stove rope through it. So that should do the trick on lighting it. It fits right up inside the lighting hole. Just dip this down in our alcohol. You like it? I'm liking the little lantern. Works pretty good. All right, Chuck, we got water. Uh-oh. Spilling the beans. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but it's starting to steam just a little bit. I'm going to kill the heat right there. That's as much as I want. I don't want to boil the water. I just want it hot. Okay, I got this small coffee press. I'm gonna give it a try. Lightweight plastic, great for backpacking. Use all that. I'm gonna pour about half of that in there, maybe. That ought to be plenty for 1 cup. Pour my water in. Once again, that water is not boiling, it is just hot, just before a boil. I ground up that coffee fairly fine, so it should have mixed in there really good. It's not going to need time to soak. I'm going to go ahead and plunge this down real slow. So the press itself has a filter in the bottom, and if you can camera pick it up, there's also another screen in here so if any grounds do happen to slip through, they will filter out right there. So I think I really like that. So now we need a cup. Okay, I'm not going to make another pot of coffee, but I do want to test this on a perk. See how low it'll go. So I got my old percolator here. Yeah, it looks good. I don't see any ground sticking to the glass anywhere. Or plastic, I might add. Yeah, that didn't really make a full cup. Maybe we will put a little more in the percolator and see what happens. Show you something I'm liking about this little stove. See the pot supports, they slope down in the center, and they got the little notches. So if it's not sitting on level ground, you can slide your pot one way or the other, and you can adjust the level of the pot. I'm really digging that. I really do. I'm just playing with it. I've got it dialed down even more. I mean, it is barely burning. See if we can dial down a little more without turning it out. Look at that. A little more. I think she's trying to go right there. Go back up just to her. Look at that. Barely perking. Right. Okay. Not bad. That's old coffee too. I've had those beans for a while, but they're still good. That brass tin, it seals pretty good, keeps them fresh. Okay, this cup's got to go out to somebody. Gonna have to say Steve Winkleman. I ain't had a cup for you in a while. I know you're gonna enjoy this video. You're the only one I've ever seen use one of that kind of stove before. So Steve, this cup's for you, buddy. Appreciate you. All right, y'all know the routine. Like, share, subscribe. God bless.